And once again, we return for Half Hour Henshin. This is Sleepy Witch, joined by.
DJ Azure, the 2.5D hero talking tuber.
We're gonna talk about the stuff happening with Maya near the end. Just we're gonna lump that all in with Gozyuger stuff and news. Honestly, you could just know that neither me or Azure are very happy about it. It's all very upsetting.
Yeah, and realize that we are recording this on Monday, November 10th. All this news really just came out in the past, really on on Friday,
Friday
night.
night,
So
Saturday. So there's
yeah, on
still
the
a lot of
7th.
unconfirmed stuff. The stuff that is
Yeah,
unconfirmed, we're going to say, hey, we have opinions, but we don't know
yeah,
exactly for
and
sure.
and I'm saying that specifically because this episode's going to be releasing on the 15th, November 15th. So if something happens, please forgive us if we miss any new news because we're recording this early in the week. Okay.
Yep. What was really funny is, we took a break because no superhero time, and it was going to be like, oh, next week we're going to talk about Super Sentai ending, the new universe heroes, maybe replacing it, and like that does not matter anymore. In my opinion,
yeah. We're like, oh my god,
that shit is out of my brain. I'll probably give it like a little 5-second mention. But anyway, Zets continues to be relatively fun, at least.
So we found out that it was basically one of those Asian parent things. That was the story. The story is an Asian parent it's only strict with you because you have to keep the tradition alive.
Yeah. Overall, good vibe. I do really like that it was, because for a second I thought we were gonna get another. Is this someone else's dream fake out? And I was like, hey, doing that like 2 times this close together feels a little. But it
Nah.
wasn't. I do love that he did care about the traditions and his new underling, his sous chefs. That was
Mhm.
nice. Zet's being able to save the day by,
Yeah.
detoxifying the stuff before it came out. Fantastic. Good stuff. Honestly, incredibly, incredibly funny stuff happening in the real world with our favorite police officers.
Yeah. Oh man. So the police officers are actually probably like one of the most important things this episode because he is trying his hardest because he basically just looks like the tinfoil hat conspiracy theory man, which he does look like.
Oh,
'Cause
he
does
looks
look
like that. They
homeless as
really
hell.
did style him like that. His hair is crazy. The beard is growing out. The fit is slightly disheveled. Again,
Yeah.
fantastic work on the costuming. It's so cool seeing not only everyone come together in their characters, but also especially with, Baku, who looks like a little unassuming dude, and then like the switch between him and like how he looks like a 7. Great job
Mhm.
overall. Again,
Yeah.
styling is so important for these kind of shows to really give you a
Mhm.
vibe of the character, and I think that continues to do a great job with it.
Yeah, and we get some funny moments with Bakutu in the real world. He wakes up, obviously, he almost died. So obviously, his sister is really worried for him and says, "No working, no working. It's like you're like this because you tried helping someone out again."
Yep, and she mentions the nightmare, so like it seems like she sort of knows, but we're not really going into that right now.
Yeah.
I think my
Whew.
favorite bit with his sister was obviously the like, sister stop, and then you see the nurses show up behind her.
Mhm.
But the one thing that I kind of wish we would have seen on like the gag side was like he climbs out the window, falls out, and then like ends up basically passing out there. Like, I mean, that's the implication if we're seeing that, and the next scene we see is in the dream world. And so I really wanted to see a scene of him just like being woken up, just passed out on the fucking right outside the hospital.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
If I
Um,
get a chance, I basically watch this with a friend, and so that's what I was talking about. Like, oh, I hope we're gonna see him wake up outside. Continuing our current writer tradition of sleeping outdoors when you just pass out.
yeah. And then, this episode was also really big. The reason why I mentioned the cops is because we find out man, I keep forgetting the name. Uh, but yeah, the girl, she basically, she was like, hey, I looked into your past, and we found out you had a partner that was also in the paranormal, that was in the paranormal division, and
And he's gone.
yeah, he's gone.
Uh,
And then it just slowly pans over. We see the name, we see his former job, and then we pan over, and it looks like it's Knox's real world self.
Which here's the thing, I didn't expect us to then give us this information right away, because
Yeah,
when they were
exactly.
mentioning that,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my first theory is Nox is the guy who went missing.
Yeah.
That explains why and then it's like, no, they just tell you that. I'm like, oh, okay, they're not even
which
trying to
basically
hide
means
it.
exactly. So it must mean that barely registers as something that's worth theorizing over. No, we're telling
Because
you now.
it's something that we don't even have to guess about, which
Yeah.
also means what are the real secrets going on here? We obviously still have the weird kind of like alchemy link between the four types, and
Yeah.
kind of the big important thing, Baku gets a win, but also he gets fucking robbed.
Yeah, his recovery. And what does Nox say? Oh, I've been looking for this. Recovery is not only used for this sort of thing. And then you're like, huh?
Yep. So he's been robbed. I do really like the hey, you got your transformation item stolen, and that's how an evil writer gets their power. Very funny.
Mhm.
I think we've talked about it. How I think it was the Nox actor himself leaked his Henshin belt.
I don't think we talked about
I
that.
think I sent you the messages about it.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we didn't get to talk about it because we ended up taking the break last week. But
Yeah.
but yeah, we got the transformation belt revealed, and it was as they're saying, a Tom Holland situation where he was just like putting like an Instagram selfie or a YouTube video or something, and it was like, hey buddy, don't show that yet.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's always funny whenever that happens.
but it looks like we're getting close to that anyway, because we're seeing him with the sword and the gun thing next week. I also really like the vibe of him being like, Nem, remember you're like me, and you get to see like the butterfly on like her earrings. Cute little subtle design of the nightmare butterflies that she is. Again, I guess I feel like he's harvesting her for the nightmares or something. Like something's going on there. I don't know the details yet because I can't understand how the dream stuff works yet.
Yeah. Oh,
But
man.
overall,
Yeah.
fun episode, good vibes, good fight. Really interesting setup for a bad guy.
And then what was our mission? What's our next mission?
Oh god, I did not even pay attention. It was like escape.
Oh,
No.
let me go to the end here.
All right,
Um,
looking up the last mission right before.
yeah.
One thing I'll mention: both of us wishing
Oh,
we lived in Japan. Sword and Shield Productions looking for extras for Avalon,
yeah. Oh,
which
also,
hopefully
okay.
means Avalon episode 2 coming sometime in the next couple months.
Yep. Okay. So I figured it out. It is get back the national secret.
I guess that lines up. Yeah, we got a national
Yep.
secret. Looks like they're doing something like an art heist too. It was like at a
Mm-hmm.
museum. So
Yeah.
continuing with like fun themes and clever little bits for the dreams. I'm very excited. Um, Again, Zeds has been just a fun, enjoyable show so far the way through. Uh, no real complaints. I think I've told you that I'm not the biggest fan of like the suit design, but I also don't hate it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, very fine, very fun. Continuing with I guess a little bit more answers. We also had an episode of Jasaris drop.
Yep.
I'm going to be
So
honest. Starting off where we left that cliffhanger, and they immediately saved the daughter. My brain was
Mhm.
like, something worse is about to happen, because they wouldn't have set us up like that just to immediately undercut it.
yeah.
And I'm sad now.
Yes, it got worse. So number one, we basically see this shadowy organization. Number one activates something called Revolt, where it will basically just take over and essentially monsterize one of the Jasarises essentially. And then because that's what happens to the green guy. Green guy goes berserk. Other things that happen this episode, we basically find out because man, what was Conrad Knight's name again? The one that dies.
Oh God, yeah. You something? It was like you see me. I do not. I'm not
Yeah.
good with names. You know.
Yeah. Also, guys, this is the main issue of us, like like watching what 6 shows,
Something like that now.
Yeah, but yeah,
And that's not even counting the stuff that I'm trying to watch on the side, just as like my regular, just watching for fun.
yeah,
I cry. But yes, it was. From what I heard, it was like a dragon, or common rider like Ryuki reference.
mhm.
But
Yeah,
we lost
yeah, but
Radkeeper. Rest in
yeah,
peace.
yeah, but we basically find out that Radkeeper was like saying we weren't meant to not have emotions. Like, so it looks like one thing that we kind of were like getting hints at, but we weren't really told until now, is that each of them, I guess, represents some sort of emotion or
Yeah, and they're
something
all
like that.
split. And there's something, and here's the thing: we've known that something is wrong with Radkeeper. Like he can't do violence, he can't do certain things. And I mean, up until this season, he never even talked. Uh,
Hmm.
so yeah, something is wrong with them, and the switch from that to the almost brutal, basically execution of Green Man after he gets out of the gorilla form. Uh, ugh.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, and then he even says like it's like we're not meant to just only have one emotion or to have no emotions. We need to even have anger. And Jasaris gets angry. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. Again, lots of questions going on. Again, to be fair, it feels like this is a series that they're going to be doing for like the foreseeable future. Like I don't see an end to Jasaris in the near future, at least with this season at least. So
Yeah.
I don't mind them setting up questions as long as eventually we get some answers. Incredibly fun show, really cool, really cool cinematography. Him being framed against the sun and in darkness, just like screaming in the beat,
Yeah.
was rough.
Mhm.
The other thing that I'm wondering about now is, yeah, they used Revolt on him, but was Revolt not also the name of like his super form? So is the difference that
Yeah.
he can control his super form, but the others are controlled? Is that why he was trying to like find his own parts? Is that maybe why he was tied to his girl partner in the first season, so that he was no longer tied to them?
Yeah, something like that.
And so I'm just
Like,
like,
oh
wow,
man.
this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, like we say, with Jasars, like with Jasars, we get some great fights, but it's still just one of those things where it's like they'll answer one, two questions, and they'll just leave you with like maybe about five questions, and
Five
then
more, yeah,
you'll
an
be,
extra
yeah,
five.
yeah. One of the things I would say about the cinematography of this episode, which kind of made me laugh, is that I guess they didn't want to have a 480p GoPro footage. So when they were doing the where does the camera go? Yes. Part of the fight, it was just zooming in, zooming out, zooming in,
It
zooming out
really
so
was.
often. Yeah, because you know whenever Toei does theirs, you just know that they have the GoPro because number one the camera's everywhere and the footage goes 480p. It's so funny.
It is. It again. It is a limitation of budgets and whatnot. So this was
Hmm.
definitely an interesting way to do it. But
Yeah.
hey, they're also a web series that is probably working on like an infinitesimally smaller budget than even Toei, who are not working on like the biggest budget ever either.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
fun
but talk about
episode.
yeah,
Talking about
yeah,
budgets.
talk about budgets and having a lot of planning ahead of time. Yeah, we have Omega. This
Omega
was yeah,
continues to
th-
be a fun show.
this
We
was
have
actually really cool lore wise, honestly.
yes. So finding out that first of all, man, there is something cool about like the humanity. We finally managed to strike back, but because we were too eager with the weapons we used, we led to our own kind of downfall thing. I'm always a big fan of that storyline. And so
Yeah,
us killing that kaiju, but then basically having it taken over by like a fungus that controls its dead body.
dude, that was so
Horrifying.
freaking creepy.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was really funny too because okay, I want to know when they were discussing the weakness of the slime, what were you saying first in your head?
Oh, I mean, I feel like the obvious thing is fire, right?
Yeah, you were thinking fire. I was thinking electricity, and then they showed electricity going and just made it grow even more. And I'm just like, well then,
Yeah, I was not thinking electricity. I was definitely thinking fire. Because again, I'm
yeah,
thinking fungus. So I'm thinking
hmm
like grass, mushroom, thing gets burnt, thing is dead. They're like, nope. So it being frozen also makes sense. But I do like that there was the extra layer of you needed the wind. You needed the like what is it called? They needed the wind to like dehydrate it so that it could really freeze.
yeah. That was really cool. The whole idea of using dehydration.
Also, some really cool stuff with Serato, where he chooses to go out to like investigate the dig site instead of going out to fight, basically, because
Hmm.
he feels there's something wrong and he needs to figure it out. And him figuring out that there were records and him being like, "Wait, where are the records?" It's like, you're asking me.
Hmm.
But then also him seeing the other Serato when he's on his way back to fight.
Yeah.
Chilling. What is that about? Who are you? Are you the quote unquote red Oni who was around on Earth earlier? Why
Mm-hmm.
were you around on Earth? Oh my god, I'm so curious.
Yeah, it's insane. And the fact that they're calling him Red Oni as well too, considering the fact that, Omega himself is red. Very
Yep.
red.
Yep.
So it's crazy to think about. Like lore wise, it's like I mean, every single time I'm gonna be like saying, "Oh man, there goes our comfy show," but at the same time, like this was just a really chill episode, and then we basically see. Oh my
This
god,
was
I
an
keep
episode
forgetting
that I
her
think, if
name. Yeah,
anything, was chill, and then it was kind of like gave me a little bit of dread because the
yeah,
thing was
yeah.
like unstoppable. They're freezing it. It's breaking free. They keep freezing it. We had Reckonus trying to stop it. Reckonus can't do anything. Serato's not
Mhm.
here, and it's just like it's coming for another kaiju corpse that'll be even more powerful.
Yeah, it was insane, and also the way that it dies is actually kind of beautiful because they
Oh
basically
my god. It being
yeah.
taken up into space where it can be cold and dry and it just reaching out and it just you said it before me. I was gonna say another beautiful shot from Omega.
Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous.
And we continue to see the cleverness of our new professor lady because she was basically like, yep, our kaiju professor and our kaiju tamer working together. And it's like, huh? You figured that out? And it's like, yeah, duh. You guys suck at this.
Yeah, she's hilarious. Oh my god, she's such a good addition to the cast because she doesn't do as much as you might have hoped because everything is just focused on Keisen what was it Keisen Serato, but yeah,
Yep.
like it was just so funny, like
Yep.
just like it's like
And I
it's
will
like
say,
yes, I know.
another thing that I really like is the fact that we're not dealing with the usual trope of like the scientists are telling the military something and the military's going, no, that's stupid. We're the military. We know what we're doing. The military is being not only understanding, but they're kind of like, yep, you're doing your job. We know what's up. Thank you for your help. We look
Hmm.
forward to continuing to work with you. We got to take this. Incredible, incredible. Like I like that it's not falling into. It can be good for depending on what's going on, but like I just feel
Yeah,
like this is not that kind of show. So
yeah.
overall, very fun. It starts off cozy, turns a little dreadful, and now I'm just curious. Especially because next
Mhm.
week we got an alien episode, and
Yeah.
I adore that alien design
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
like yeah, something about a cat, like cat episode is like
Yeah. The thing being like a cat and its owner, so I think it's gonna be more like an alien and its owner, or like an owner and its alien.
Mhm.
But with that, we just have Tojima before we talk about kind of the big stuff. Two episodes since we did have an episode last week.
Yeah,
I
we
mean, it's
we
a
got
big show.
introduced to Rider Man. Yeah.
We had a really fun opening fight with just like, her crying, "I'm sorry, Mitsuba, I betrayed you," and then they just beat the shit out of all of the.
Mm. Yeah,
uh,
and she was like, "What the hell? You guys are beating them up?" And then and then we get introduced to yeah, not just V3 but Rider Man.
I love that he just fucking left to go put that
Mm,
shit on. Uh, Incredible, honestly.
mm,
The vibe of like, give me a second, and just runs off, and then he comes back as Rider Man. Uh, Overall, fun vibe. Uh, the fucking kaijin actually showing up was kind of crazy.
mm.
And I do like that, like they feel very impressive. They did not really do a thing to it.
Yeah. Oh man. And the best part too is that it was like the first kaiju in Kamen Rider fashion was Spider-Man.
Yep.
Because that yeah, like that was the first kaiju in Kamen Rider as well too. It was
Momono
Spider-Man.
Gene or something like that, right?
Yeah. And then yeah, and after that, and like pretty much like if Tojima keeps going on, we might actually end up seeing Cobra Man and oh my god, I keep forgetting like the third of the trio. There's always like three. Do you
I know Bat is relatively early, but I don't know if
That's
Bat's
the one. Yeah,
is
Bat.
okay.
No, it is
Bat is
Bat.
part
It
of
is.
the three.
Yeah. Bat Cobra and Spider. And if you remember, remember what
Yep.
Evil uses?
Yep.
Bat, Cobra, and Spider.
It's a good reference, I will say. As also, you know me, I'll always remember.
Mhm.
But uh, again, we're leaning into the bits. The older brother being so black and white about everything and being like, "All right, well, you're dating her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're marrying her, right? And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no in between? No. You're dating, you either marry her, you don't. Are you sure?
It was so funny. He was so harsh about it.
Yeah.
Also the two, like the brothers, like talk about when they were kids, like say, no, I want to be V. No, I want to be V3 too, and then breaks his arm so he could be Rider Man. What?
I gotta be honest, that shit was fucked up.
It was so funny.
They're all insane. V3 brother, the most insane of them by far, I think, though.
It's crazy. Like he's the one, and like it's like it's like they keep trying to one up each other in insanity, which is funny. Like like the most insane part about the Rider Man brother is that the fact that he is dating an actual shocker combatant. Like that's the worst thing he's done. While Tackle and Tojibo himself, like they're in a one up challenge. They are trying to one up each other at this point.
Yeah. Yep. Also, the setup of their older sister being alive, but also fucking hating V3 brother is really funny. He got what he deserved, honestly.
Oh man.
But also them officiating the little fucked up wedding in the fucking booth.
Yeah. Also, let's look. And then after that, the really funny thing though, which is what we're probably gonna get into in a little bit, is Yuriko's line about saying you'll never find a comrader that drinks. I could not stop. We'll get into this in a bit.
The fact that it came out this fucking week is just. I mean, what else is there to say? It was funnily animated. The expressions are over the top. We had some pretty good fight scenes. We had some insane backstory. I do feel bad for the sister. I think the sister has every right to beat the shit out of V3 whenever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we're going to see what the Yakuza and what the Kaijin have in store for us next time.
Yep. And the fact that his English and the fact that his human name is Kumota just makes me laugh even harder because Kumo's spider.
Yep.
Oh, man. But yeah. We were dreading this. So the reason why I brought up you'll never find a comrade that drinks. Like, okay, you know what? Real quick for Gozyuger, it was chopped up to all holy hell. And the reason why was because of what Toei and Seiju Agency talent did to Maya Imamori. Also, very, very important. These are all things that are alleged right now. Because I was going to say, important to say that
everything is alleged, as far as we know. Because the thing that she's being accused of in this case is of underage drinking. Yes. Apparently, a video was sent to her agency. We have not seen any proof of this video existing at the moment, right?
Yes. Okay, so the timeline is that 6 weeks ago. Maya was already being started. Okay, in case you don't know who Maya Imamori is, that's Goju Unicorn. Okay, but she was being harassed by a tabloid for potentially being in an affair with one of the suit actors, and I believe it was Goju Wolf's suit actor,
yes,
who was sick and basically had to step away for a bit. And this tabloid basically just wanted to jump on that and say that Maya Imamori was having an affair with this person allegedly. So she basically was getting that. We were basically saying that when that didn't take hold, they basically also started saying that she was dating, I think, a baseball athlete.
I think it was football, actually.
Oh no, yeah, a football athlete. And then so that ends up happening, and I guess, I mean, well, we don't live in Japan, so we don't know just how widespread this is.
We have,
but yeah, we just see what leaks out onto the internet, onto social media here.
And what people are talking about, again, in addition to stuff being alleged, we only have the information that we can find. All of it is secondhand sources. So if we get anything wrong, it is not through us trying to be malicious. It is through just, this is the information that we have.
Yes. And then what we found out on late Friday Pacific, and I believe it would have been, morning or noon in Japan on Saturday, the day before the episode actually airs, essentially, we basically find out that Seiju Talent supposedly asked Toei to have Maya Imamori step down from her role and then also remove her from the agency as well too. The fallout of this, sorry, I didn't even go to the reason why. The reason why is for underage drinking.
Yep.
Um,
Supposedly a video was sent to them. Again, we haven't even seen the video, so we can't confirm.
yeah.
Like, no, like this is not a thing that, as far as we know, has been posted anywhere. So there is a video that supposedly exists where she is drinking underage. Uh, Again, part of the thing that is, in my opinion, really annoying. I know Japanese people are definitely a lot stricter in some of their laws. Um,
Yes.
but it is kind of crazy to be like, she drank 4 months before she was 20
Mhm.
and then
So yeah.
gets removed from everything.
Okay. So the one of the other things that I feel was alleged was that pretty much someone went through her TikTok and found a video. So it might have even been an older video as well too. But they basically sent that video, and as you could tell, a lot of us in the states we're very like justice for Maya because that's messed up.
I mean,
In
I still
Japan,
am, yeah.
yeah, in Japan, it is wild because the thing is, a lot of Toku actors have mentioned that a lot of Toku actors have mentioned that when you become an actor for a Toku show, you have to act like a hero in your real life and sorry, in the show and in real life. So because of how Japanese society is, because she broke the rules, quote unquote, a lot of people are just like, saying she shouldn't have done it, essentially. So a lot of victim blaming, essentially.
Yeah,
Uh,
and here's the thing.
it's it's
On like a
yeah.
technical level, should she not have done it? I guess, but she is 19. It is, in my opinion, a very easy mistake. And also, from what I've seen, they forgive a lot more from some of the male talent who gets
Yeah,
to come back and who doesn't get like scrubbed from the show essentially. Because the
yeah,
worst part is scrubbed from all the websites, scrubbed from all the stuff. We got a chopped up opening that had
yeah,
basically nothing with her in it.
yeah.
Uh,
Let's use this to go into the episode to lead into what we saw this week. Okay, so we have fashionista number one, and who's our fashionable character that it was completely cut from the episode?
yep.
Yeah,
Sumino's gone, and it sucks because this would have been a good Sumino Rico episode, as both of these guys are big on fashion.
yeah, like
And I like the theme of the episode at the end of like fashion is what you make it, it's what you enjoy, and it's what you like. But it feels so hollow with her just gone. Uh, I think her lines have also been like in suit have also been dubbed over.
mhm.
An incredible fraudness Kubota episode. He was just writhing this whole episode too. I couldn't enjoy it at all because it gets so obvious who's missing and what's going on.
Yeah,
Uh,
he actually had like a really sweet B plot, but no, all this stuff
I
with
will
Sumino
say
missing is just
on just like a on just talking about Kumite, man, the fucking slimy sound effect they played when he was like writhing on the ground, ugh,
it,
that gave me like a little
it
tingle.
was
I was
great.
like, ugh,
Oh, also,
ugh.
because also just so you know, we were finally able to watch the episode, literally like an hour before we're recording this, and you know what I was doing? I was pausing the episode. I could see certain parts blurred out, and it was infuriating me while I was watching it.
It it was bad. Obviously, this is probably the worst like paced and put together episode of Gozyuger because it obviously was redone super last minute. Like the opening looks really bad. They just did
Yeah,
episode stuff from it, and it doesn't fit well. It's not timed well. You know how much I love when we do a little a little theme change out
yeah,
video,
exactly.
and it looks so bad just to get rid of her.
Yeah,
I am
and
not looking forward to the Gozyuger
yeah,
theme probably for the
and
rest
and
of this season.
yeah, and us talking about how much of a hack job this episode is, it really was. Like there are shots that are like obviously more zoomed in just to cut her out.
Yep.
Like a lot of the episode shots were like framed really weirdly because of the fact that they had to cut her out. It is
And we
the
even
one of
get
the
the
most
like
infuriating
everyone
things.
takes off their robes to reveal their fashion underneath. And
Yeah,
I'm so sad because we do an everyone dresses everyone up as something else. So we get to
yeah,
see fancily dressed up Hoaru. We get to see fucking we get to see fucking Rikuo in the fucking bag. And
mhm.
we didn't get to
Yeah,
see a single Sumino outfit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and after that, on one like fashionista no one basically says, hey, yeah, look at my fashion, and brings out an IU that has that's basically wearing a part of everyone's clothing and has Sumi no skirt, and it's
Yep, and it's
like,
like, yep, we knew there was gonna be a dress here. It does match, the outfit that we saw for her, I think, in the preview.
yeah,
So it's like, oh great, thanks.
yeah,
Uh,
I am waiting now that the episode's out. I'm just waiting now for someone to like actually like show where all the edits were from the preview,
oh,
because
I'm
it's
sure it's gonna be
bad.
plentiful.
It's
The other thing
bad.
I've heard some people talk about is depending on how the contracts are, that means that like there may not be a Gozyuger home release if she's not quote unquote allowed to be in Gozyuger anymore. If they've taken back like her rights, because you know that there's like personal rights to your body and stuff, and if the agency technically like remands that, I don't know what can happen there.
Yeah, like
Uh,
the most yeah, so pretty, yes, yeah, like exactly, yeah. There might not be, yeah, home releases. Like the other thing too though is that they didn't release this episode online to like watch as a VOD until like I think today, which is crazy. And after that, also the episode being so hastily cut out, there was no episode preview, and the worst part about this is that someone made an oopsie and showed what the episode preview was. Remember how, dear listeners, remember how for like the past 2 months I've been complaining about how there was no Sumino focus episode?
Yeah, I think we got like the monkey paw, man.
Yeah,
Because I
we
think
got
that's been
monkey
the
paw this
main
so
thing.
hard.
It's like Sumino doesn't get an episode to herself. It's always about her and someone else. And this stuff happens literally right before it seems like one of her episodes. Incredible.
Yeah, it's just straight up her episode. It feels, and I'm like, "Bruh."
And again, on a societal thing, again, we have no proof of anything. We can't know how things are going on. The reality is like there's like I've seen a lot of people speculating that the drinking thing is just basically doing anything to get her out of the show after
Yeah,
the
the
rumors
softest.
of after the previous rumors. And the worst part is there's like, there's the two possibilities about the rumors, right? The
Mhm.
possibility one is this is all fake. It's just a bunch of hatreds towards her. I hear basically for being half Filipina. Because I've seen a bunch of really terrible comments that people have been posting where like the other unfortunate thing is that people are posting like can't wait for her to get into adult video now, Filipinas are cheap, that's probably why, and like incredibly gross and fucked up shit.
Yeah, and
uh
like the thing is though is that like like we feel like some people are feeling that that allegedly might be the reason, but a lot of us are just like a lot of us are like, no, pretty much everyone's blindsided. What was really messed up about this too. I don't even think the cast knew about it either, like until super recently, because uh because Bouquet's actress basically was like, wait, what? Was basically tweeted out essentially just a wait, what, on Friday as well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, it looks like everything was blindsided. We have no idea. And again, going back to the quote unquote the infidelity rumors, like if they're not true, then it's just, she's being slandered and her agency not only didn't protect her, but then threw her under the bus just to get rid of her, which is incredibly fucked up. Uh, but then if they are true, the fact that like this 19-year-old girl who was, in my opinion, more of like a victim to, a 41-year-old man who was married, who, in my opinion, the fault lies like
mhm.
900% with him. uh like, okay, she gets to take all the blame, because I have seen some people have talked about the stuff might be true because apparently he's posted like apologies on social media, like I'm sorry that I failed everyone that I've done my family. Again, I have no idea if that's true. It could be like again another Japanese society thing where like even if it's not true, you should apologize anyway, kind of thing.
Mhm.
So again, we have no proof, but regardless of which situation happened, I think the reality is that her agency failed her,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I think universally like that's what we're seeing, because like a lot of from what I'm seeing, because like the other thing too though is that there is so much lawyer speak going around. Like everyone is afraid to talk on this, especially in Japan, because like we're seeing a lot of previous toku actors and like they're commenting on it in like the normal, like, we call it Japanese way, but it's very, very like saying, we know what's going on. It's messed up. It basically sounds like they know it's messed up, but they can't say anything because they need to keep face. Like that's a big thing about this whole thing too, because a lot of unfortunately a lot of Japanese society is about keeping face, and like it just sucks that
Yeah,
Maya
it
Maya had to
sucks.
suffer for this.
It
'Cause, like,
sucks.
yeah,
It's
like,
incredibly disheartening. I'm going to be honest. We're going to continue to watch Gozyuger. We're going to continue to talk about it.
yeah,
But obviously, this is the turning point where, like, Gozyuger is probably going to fall off a bit from here. There's only so much they can do if they're replacing her, if they're recutting everything. A lot of these
mhm.
episodes were shot way ahead of time, too. So I don't know how much they're reshooting. We're at the end of the series. Um, and it's like, even if the rest of the show was good, like there's always just gonna be like a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Uh,
this is gonna be just a shadow over the entire series, and
and the worst part is like, man, I Super Sentai was ending to possibly be rebranded. We're still not confirmed anything yet, but it didn't look like it was going to be like a real true definitive end. But even if it was, we're ending on a big anniversary season. Things are looking hype. I feel like, most of the people who like Gozyuger. Some people don't. Not every show's for everyone. And
mhm.
now it feels like it crashed and burned kind of at the end.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just
which
so
is,
messed up.
it's a shame. I hope nothing but good things for her. I hope that she
Exactly.
can continue her career after all of this, because I hope this isn't something that, like, ruins her forever. I'm gonna shout out the Twitter account that is Bouquet the Loving. She is putting together a support Maya Inamori, basically like a messages for Maya. You can show artworks, you can do edits, just any messages. They're looking for Japanese translators, and they're going to try to send her some nice words of encouragement, because again, regardless of what is the truth is that she was failed, and if anything, she's
Mhm.
the victim in all of this.
Yeah, she
Uh,
she really is.
and it just, ah, man, it feels bad. I've been complaining to you about the fact that it feels like, you know specifically Toei in this case treats their female characters not with a lot of care. I feel like Sachika got a little sidelined. I feel like Sumino's been a little sidelined in this season, and
Yeah.
for that to not only happen to the characters that they're writing, but to the real people behind this, it's pretty disgusting. It's upsetting.
Hmm.
uh we'll be back to talk about Tokusatsu next week. uh Again, unfortunately, Gozyuger is just gonna have a little bit of a sour spot for me now. But
Yeah.
I'm enjoying Zets. I'm enjoying
Yep.
Ultraman a lot.
Hmm.
uh Hopefully that she'll be okay. uh
Yeah.
I really don't have a good way to end this week's
Yeah.
episode.
I
There's
don't
nothing clever,
either.
there's nothing nice. This is just a little awkward
Yeah.
and a little sad.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. We will see you guys later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by.
Our unending love of Tokusatsu,
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
and hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
You can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.